What is going on, guys? It is Bars Unlimited. Jake Bryson here.
What's up, guys?
Bringing you guys another reaction video once again. This time we're bringing you guys a N9ne song and strange music, and this song is called the Strangulation Cypher. So I kind of like the name of that. It's definitely something interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I would have pronounced it that way, so I'm glad that you did that. I would have murdered that title.
So I'm a huge N9ne and strange music fan of most of the artists that Tech's got in his label, and I've listened to a lot of them for years now. And I definitely love his music. Every time something new drops, I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. We're not going to do very much talking this episode because definitely it's a pretty long song and we don't want to have you guys sitting here forever. But Bryson hasn't heard a lot of N9ne, so tell me what you know so far, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, so Hood Go Crazy and yeah, that's about it. I mean, I heard the one that he did with Eminem, Worldwide Choppers and Worldwide Choppers 2, but other than that, I've always wanted to get to N9ne, but he's just like one of those artists that's like, oh, well, there's so many artists now, you know, it's hard to get to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and it's just like we did Five Finger Death Punch, we did that. That's another artist that is like, wow, I feel like I'd really be into their music, but I still haven't gotten to it.
Yeah.
Big Crit, I listened to that song and I'm like, wow, I'd really be into this artist. Still haven't gotten to it. So, you know, he's just one of those artists that I'm like, I've heard a few songs here or there and I generally like him, but I just haven't really gotten into him. And I'm really excited about this because, you know, I've always wanted to, and this is my excuse to really start diving into his music. So
all right, so now this is not only N9ne in the song. He's featuring 9 other artists that are part of his strange music label that he is hired on, and they do songs with him all the time. You'll hear a lot of collabs and you'll hear a lot of these people that he does songs with. Like you'll hear a lot of them in future songs when you get to start to listen to him. But we got N9ne, we got Godamus of Cess Crew, Stevie Stone, Murs, Recognize, Burns, Cut Calone, Ubiquitous of Cess Crew, Prozac, and then Chris Calico.
Recognize, I like that.
Chris Calico's in a lot of songs too.
And Chris Calico, I've heard of him.
He's amazing. You know, he's a cool guy. I've seen some of the videos of the shows, and he's just a cool dude to have around. And he definitely brings a lot to the strange music label. So
yeah, I
definitely think that you're in for a real treat on this one. You get to get introduced to the strange music, and not even its entirety, because it's even all the strange music guys. But
that's crazy.
But yeah, the video is amazing too. Great production, and the beat is pretty cool too. I think you'll like it. So
okay,
you think you're ready for this?
I don't know if I'm ready, but we're doing it anyway. So let's roll.
All right, here we go. N9ne, Strangulation Cypher, strange music label. 10 artists. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
N9ne smashes the masses, but the industry is hating asses. Strange days when your favorite rapper's popping, but is he on top of something you can't gauge? Especially when he's topping the charts and you see me, K. Lamar, and Macklemore sharing the same stage. I'm the nigga all these artists look up to. Yeah, for Tech has been the hardest to bust through, but I keep my fans fainting like Clucks do. You don't like how we living? Well, I dominate your conglomerate. What a meaning I can accommodate. It'll be a non-debate coming up against A-Ron the Great. So many got arms, legs, and necks tatted. Strange, cause music show conceptually I'm the best at it. Let's have it for all of these tech addicts. Any disrespect to family will get your chest at it. Aiming at him and his agony burner blew his brain, and back in these cannons came in caved in cavity caliber connect cap it. Yo, there it go, red is in my head, it grow, head it foe, let him dead it, yeah, the medic said it so, let it grow, shredded and get no credit, so pathetic though, dread embedded, seven in heavens, crabs is wedding at a boat. Give her the shivers when I deliver this, hit her then quit her, cause she's on Twitter shit. And when she compared me to Eminem, I said I'm different. She said how I said I'm black and I can say nigger, bitch. To him, I may be just another bro with a flow. We'll probably never tour, cause it'll be thousands of juggalos at a show. And I heard fatalities happen on each side, so there's never no let it go. So I get it, I keep what I'm making incredible. All of them scared of a nigga though. Strangulation, this occupation so scandalous. We stop the hating, no chances. When I rock the nation so Danzig, I'm killing all these niggas, Operation Code Kansas. Strange gang playing triggered assassins, got a bunch of untamed aim trained spitters a blasting. My insane brain saying give up the rapping and go back to the gang bang thing. Nigga was hiding in Suwu.
That's N9ne's verse. What do you think so far? We're only a minute in.
I like that beat. It's like a very old school kind of boom bap. Like, yeah, you know, it just makes you want to nod your head a little bit and like you talked about the part where he takes the beat away, that tells you that he's a rapper, like a real rapper. Like he obviously has lyrics because well, let's just say I don't think you'd see Lil Pump, 21 Savage, some of these other guys stripping that beat away too often
no.
because you know, if you dig into some of the things they're talking about, yeah.
I bet if you looped the beat over that last part where there was no beat, it would still be on beat.
Oh
it.
yeah,
Like,
oh yeah. He's incredible. I know I said I haven't really listened to him, but don't get it messed up. It's not because I don't know he's dope.
yeah.
I know he's dope. I just haven't gotten into it. But yeah, this is great.
One of the things I liked about his flow is how he it feels like a game of like hopscotch back and forth. He's like, gotta connect, Captain. I'm like, oh man, like he's definitely rad. So you ready to continue?
Yeah.
All right, let's get
this.
it. Looks like I think we got Gothamist up next.
All right. Oh, these are all the dudes that are also in the video that are hanging around the fireplace.
Cranking at 12-12 for hell, fell in a cell and slept on a bed of nails like nothing I've ever felt. Ghost in a shell was molded with other demons as if I needed some help or a host to preserve the heathen. Got it, my brain is rotted. I swear to God that I'm not it. I'm set to go to the gallows as soon as the rope is knotted. I ain't highest of high, then the Hydra has juiced adrenaline. Came in a Cypher clean, still smelling like putrid cinnamon. Cinnamon in the meager state, I'm straight at an angle. Stop riffing and quit your bitching. Ain't like I'm raping an angel. Said I was magnifique, y'all ain't fucking with it, capiche. Not as safe as you might have thought with a devil under your feet. They throw a shot and then sit back and wait for some reaction. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I'm a mummy rapping, so get to clapping or dissing the clan you hating. Listen, the man is Jason and this is the Strangulation.
I like the whole mummy rapping thing that he used right there.
Yeah.
The wordplay.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to it. Or no, ain't nothing to it but to do it. I'm a mummy rapping. I was like, mummy rapping. Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool. And also, listen, the man is Jason, and this is the Strangeulation, like Strangulation. Jason used to always, you know, strangle people, but, you know, get to clapping or dissing the clan you're hating. Listen, man, this Jason.
Strangulation.
Yeah, I see that. You know, he's got a few lines in there, just like Tech did, and I'm like, okay, yeah, and enough to where you can tell that they're rappers that are decent, that have something to say. But you know, I feel like every single song doesn't need to be like a lyrical masterpiece, because 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, 9 times out of 10, the songs that I listen to the most are not the ones where he's going crazy, like, oh my god, listen to him, like on double entendres, multi-syllable words and all this stuff. Most of the time it's like that kind of corny stuff with the heavier beats and stuff like that. But this is like a little bit of both, you know, old school beat. I really like it. And you can tell that they're saying things, but it's not completely about that. They're also just flowing.
Oh yeah.
I like it. I really like that.
All right, here we go. We got Stevie Stone, and Stevie Stone is another one of my favorite Tech N9ne artists, and here he goes with his verse on the Strangulation Cypher.
Stevie Stone, let's go!
Stevie Stone, I'm on it, I'm so clever, nobody comparing, I'm better, I put shit together, America's most elaborate rep, pick your head up, small talking to get you wet up, yeah, I'm ready to kill all you niggas, the feeling, the drilling, that'll fill in the million, yellow mill on you niggas, ain't even reach out the climax, rather my ceiling on niggas, and back in the back, I'll back, can't Billy, you niggas, get busy on niggas, this ain't no ransom leakage, Stony in the building, the bitches pull out the cleavage, the stick in the back, you see them prominent features, species, strange land, we rain on your region. Meat wagon, I come, my beat tagging, I'm bagging them, bring them clusters of 3, got 3 magnums, gagging them out. You pussies are still talking, I'm dragging them out. I'm tapping them out.
The way he just goes, the way he took the word magnum and went, I got 3 magnums, gagging them out. I was like, oh, that's one of my favorite parts right there of that.
Yeah, but
that verse.
And that's kind of like a multi-syllable thing too, right? Because he's talking about magnums, condoms, and how he's doing that stuff to his chick or your chick or the girl. But magnum, gun.
Yeah, like it could work either way too.
Yeah,
like,
it's like a, you know, it's got dual meaning there.
Yeah.
And again, it's not like, oh my god, whoa, you know, falling out of your seat. But at the same time, it's like, hey, just showing that he can rap, you know.
Oh yeah.
And the flow is great, you know. And so yeah, that good stuff right there by that man. I see why you like him.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they fucked around and signed a backpacker. Smart, rich, handsome, plus he's not a bad rapper. I'm just a little local talent that fucked around and made it big. Underground bully, picking on all these famous kids. And the danger is, now I'm doing stranger biz, about to make the world forget about what a major is. Independent powerhouse, running all these cowards out. My enemies are all forgotten, wishing I would shout them out. And I don't wanna hear a rapper harmonize unless he's thuggish, ruggish, lazy, crazy, busy, wish your flesh. But maybe I'm just hating, cause my black ass can never sing. Fuck that auto-tune, I hope the future's filled with better things and you a fucking lie.
I really like that. Like, F that auto-tune, you know, Future's doing better things. I was like, oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, just, you know, taking a charge at the whack rappers out there, you know, the Future, Young Thug, people using auto-tune. I mean, I get it. It's funny that he included that.
If you say you found a better team, impossible. Like trying to fit my dick inside my wedding ring, and all the bread it brings will be distributed improperly. I represent for hip-hop, not some fucking aristocracy.
Impossible, like trying to fit my inside my wedding ring. I was like, oh man.
No. I just, like, honestly, I would say he's probably not my favorite of the people that we've heard before, but not necessarily because of, oh my goodness, what's he doing in that video? I just noticed the sign he's making with his hands.
Oh, let me fast forward a bit. Oh, he's still going. Yeah. Okay, he's done now. Now it's recognized.
Okay. Yeah, that was an interesting pausing point that we had going on there. But anyway, what I was saying is, you know, he's probably not my favorite, but I did laugh at some of the lines that he said. And again, you know, you can tell that he's got something to talk about in terms of, you know, he's not just rapping about drugs and this, that, and the other thing. I mean, yes, we've heard this before, but that tells me with a couple of lines here and there that, you know, he's actually a decent rapper. He's just kind of having fun on the verse.
Yeah,
which
definitely.
It's more about the flow and everything like that, which I like that part about his. Like I said, probably just, you know, for me, a lot of times the sound of the rapper, like their voice sometimes is not really my favorite. And I can think of some other rappers that I would rather hear on this track than his particular voice, but that's not taken away from him. It's just not something that I would probably listen to too much. But I do, you know, he said some cool stuff and funny stuff too, and he did some interesting stuff in the video. But, you know.
All right, here we go. Recognize.
Y'all know about that. Oh, Recognize. I'm excited for this.
Wrapped in XLR cables up from my whiskers down to my fucking kicks. Record was echoed and Gordon Geckos, you sucking dick. Nobody be asking me for secrets, I ain't chucking tips. I'd rather be bumping hips on that ratchet with muffin tits. Tore up the limits from Britain visions would rock the live. Inside a prison where giddy bitches don't jock the rhyme. Born with precision and rhythm spitting could swat a fly. For them to just kick a single shillings from Spotify. Bye killers on a hi-fi business. Don't abide by the sickest in your high ride to the hit list. If we ain't spoken ages, then miss me with broken favors. You Miley Cyrus, Jamaica, you twerking on swollen razors. Run now. Don't make me come to dinner, nail your tongue down, and have you plead your case to us in strange land at sundown. Careful of the biz, cause everything has got a price attached. Wake up with a horse head in your bed and next your life is snatched.
I think my favorite verse from him was right there where he said, don't make me come to dinner, nail your tongue down, and have you plead your case to us at strange land at sundown. I was like, when I first heard that, I was like, Lord, my brain is melting out of my ears right now. I can feel it. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like.
And then he said something about, like, if I ain't heard from you in forever, don't come asking me for no broken favors.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, you know, if I ain't heard from you, then don't act like, you know, we all good and I'm just gonna do whatever for you, because it ain't like that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you ain't been there, if you ain't been holding it down, so to speak, then.
Don't come after me.
Yeah, it's funny, you know. I liked his verse a lot. As a matter of fact, I'd probably check him out, like on some real stuff. Like I would probably look him up.
You'll like him. Oh, yeah.
I messed with him for sure.
All right, now let's get it in. We got Burns.
Yeah. Tank full of petrol, bank full of pesos. Pool on my tour bus, bonus on the payroll. Feel like I be killing it, famous on the internet. Really, I'm just winging it, cooking shit on my kitchenette. Life's so good right now, I need to celebrate. About to sell a stadium out and turn it into race. Look at how the industry norm has started looking strange. All my brothers riding the storm while they just ride the wave. Caviar wishes, bitches for my bitches. Black shades and hoodies and spots with white linens. Feel like Sam Kinison, preaching to the citizen. Screaming at the saints, you ain't never gonna get rid of us. Guessing I just cleaned my plate, so now I'm getting cakes. Beating down the interstate, yelling, get out the fucking way. We plant flags in the ground because we here to stand. I bring the whole hood out and have my own parade. black gold.
I purposely wrote this verse just to murder, dismember, defecate, disassemble the limbs of a nigga who try and separate artistry from non-fiction. I'm sent with a conviction to sit in Chupin's giving opinions on my addiction. There he goes, speaking about how he could be smelling himself. Why else would he flown about it so verbally? Dance around me like I was a paraplegic in a do-si-do competition, looking pissed like I never heard of feet. Yada yada, a whole lot of yapping about my rapping when I'm the captain, the crunching you niggas milky dreams. I'm the comparison of Pac, face staring in your face, mock razor blade cut, leave you crispy clean. Don't ask Tech, ask me if there's questions. Guarantee that he tell you that I'm the best and I'm destined to fight a snake in the bat, helping Kansas City's progression. Hoping I hurt the feelings of whoever second guessed it, cause everybody talking, I'ma make you niggas hear me. Mind control flow now, listen to your ears bleed.
That guy right there. I like his verse.
Yeah, hold on. Let's talk about some of the stuff that he said. Like, wow. Okay. I purposely wrote this verse just to murder, dismember, defecate, disassemble the limbs of a brother who try and separate artistry from nonfiction. I'm sent with the conviction to sentence you pawns, given the bends on my dick. I did that no justice, but damn, the way he said that was just like, like he's flowing in and out and just hitting these words. It almost reminded me of like Eminem sometimes, the way it's just like every other couple words, it's like boom, 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 just constantly hitting you. Woo!
And I like how he says, why else would he flaunt about it so verbally, dance around me like I was a paraplegic in a do-si-do competition, looking pissed like I never heard of feet. And I was like, damn.
Man, no joke. Yeah, I think Cuts got it so far. Best verse to me.
Yeah,
I really, wow, that was really good. I liked his verse a lot. And man, he just said, and then mind control flow, the way that he ended that, I got you like your ears bleeding. Just the last little bit there was like, ooh, man. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Now we got Ubiquitous, and he is the second member of Cess Crew, and Cess Crew is a crew with Godimus. So here we go. Not gonna lie, when I first heard this song, I thought this was Eminem for a second because I didn't watch the video, and I was like, "Is this Eminem?" And I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh no, it is."
Ubiquitous sicker than these sycophants. Keep your dick up in your pants. You were blunted on the block. Me, I had some different plans. I'm trying to get to France, sniffing grams, hit a branch, independent powerhouse, vibing out with the fan, waking up in different cities every night, getting grand. Stay prepared for this. I'm bearing witness to the cinnamon. Stripper dance with cinnamon, clubbing with my gentlemen. Drink away the night's events, nothing worth remembering. Squatter run up in this bitch, mobbing like some immigrants. Jack you for your paper stack, rob you of your innocence. Taping off the scene of crime, swabbing for my fingerprints. Thought about my life, you thought the same and couldn't think of shit. Ha! This type of fire don't extinguish. Now write about some bigger shit. You're striking out, swing and miss. Ring around the rosy homie, pocket full of pain. Keep a lock up on my lane and triple optic in my brain. Look.
Now we got Prozac.
My brain is full of thoughts that are darker than Sam Hain, that span across the Great Lakes and vast Midwest plains, spreading coast to coast like a virus you can't contain. Now a global pandemic, panic courtesy of the biggest independent label, pop the champagne. We don't need no hit, nah, homie, you can keep the change. Coming through your speakers, receive us into your blood vein. We the truth like Nostradamus' prophecy quatrain. Snake bat, praise that, part of rap since way back, since the days of 8-track and 808s and ADATs, analog cassette deck, steady grinding, what's next? Starving artist, so Travis said, cut me that advanced check. Strange outcast, stepchild, call me Damien. 5-finger death punch straight to the cranium. Flow so sick, could be enriched with uranium. Extraterrestrial lyrics labeled alien.
Has he been watching our videos?
I think he might have been. Little did he
Man,
know,
talking
we
about-
just made a 5-finger death punch reaction video.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. And I just wanted to say, like, I really liked him a lot, the way that he was flowing and stuff like that. Yeah, and
I also like his voice, like the grit in his voice. Like, I just love the 5-finger death punch straight to the cranium. Flow so sick, could be enriched with uranium. I was like, oh
and I
my
like the part where
gosh.
the way he said, since the days of 8-tracks and 808s and ADATs, analog cassette decks, steady grinding, what's next?
Yeah.
Starving artist till Trav and Tech cut me that advanced check. I mean, just like, not so much what he said. I mean, I'm sure he's saying some slick stuff there that I don't 100% understand. I'm just going to keep it honest. But yeah, the way he said it was like, yeah. And again, like for us too, especially, I mean, we like hip hop and stuff, but we don't always, you know, we don't exactly come from the background of, you know, the hood or anything like that. And so some of this stuff is hard for us to understand. We're just being honest, you know. Like, I know that there's other channels where, you know, they break down every bar and stuff like that. You know, we try to do what we can, but to be honest, we don't get all of it.
Yeah.
But so really, when they're flowing well, that like gets me, you know, caught up and like into what they're saying. And then there'll be a line or two where I'm like, oh yeah, like that's cool. I get that one. But then there'll be other ones where I'm like, well, I really don't know what he's saying, but it sounds dope.
Yeah,
I know that. And that's kind of how that was, just the way he was saying it and his flow and stuff. Yeah, that was good stuff. Good stuff. I'm glad you showed me this. This is pretty sick.
About to kick it off or end it off with Chris Calico.
Calico. This was one of the
Hey man, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm kind of nervous. The purpose of having a cipher is so you can sit here while I listen. Look at me in this position. Now I could've just left you sitting there, but Nina told me pick them apart. You're a victim of bars. KI right to the double crooked look at them. He punchy like they took an ugly stick and frickin' shook at them. Okay. And I don't stay Gucci down to the linens. I let you trick off. She jerk on my dick off and grinning. You can see him, but he's just a figment. You wanna be him, better get your pigment gone. Try to beat him with deliberate. I give it belligerent, and it's the end of the song. And I get a little bit ahead of myself. Feel like I'm a melt, and I feel like I'm better than everyone else. I guess I'll be right ahead of my wealth. I'm the coldest thing since the Ice Cube. Only thing missing from this beat back in the day was Ice Cube. Okay. Hey, I said I'm the best in a minute, nigga. What? Only niggas that can contest in is rest and dig 'em up. Okay. Whatever, nigga.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I see that was a good introduction to his whole crew. Like you said, I can see why, and I see why people like him, and I see why he has a lot of these artists because they're similar, but they each got their own little flav, so to speak. You know, yeah. I like that last guy. He was okay to me, but I did like the way that he said like a few lines and stuff. It was pretty dope. And he said only thing missing from this beat back in the day was Ice Cube, which I said at the beginning that it sounded like kind of an old school beat, like, and you know, from a few handful of years back, kind of like a boom bap. And yeah, you know, then he said that, and that basically is saying like, yeah, the only thing missing from this beat back in the day was Ice Cube, who's an old school rapper, because it's an older school beat. Yeah. So it's like, well, that pretty much confirms, yeah, it's an old school beat, and yeah, I dig that, man. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, 9-minute songs, not for me. Like, yeah. At some point, usually it's like, okay, we get it. Let's wrap it up. You know what I mean? Like, I just find myself, even like metal songs that are super long, I honestly just find myself saying like, after a couple minutes, I'm ready to listen to something else. And this song is still playing and still playing and still playing. But I feel like the beat is pretty catchy and you're hearing a bunch of different people. There's not really an annoying chorus in between, which helps a lot. Yeah. So this was good to me. This was good. I don't know if I would necessarily listen to it like on my playlist, not because I don't like the song, but just, again, 9-minute songs to me, that's a hard one for me. Yeah. But I do like the song, and I liked a couple of the dudes specifically that I feel like really had a good verse. And I definitely got me excited about listening to Tech and his crew, for sure.
All right, well, as you guys heard it, this has been Tech9ne's Strangulation Cypher. Can't wait to bring you guys more Tech9ne and Strange music, artists in general, on the channel. I figured this would have been a perfect one to introduce Bryson to, because this has a lot of his artists, so you can get a bit of their flavor before you even listen to any more of his songs, and even songs where he doesn't have any of them, it's just Tech. But you know, I definitely agree that this is a good one, you know, and there is a Strangulation Volume 2, so one day I'll definitely show you that.
Yeah, we'll have to do that for sure. What do you think? Does the 9-minute like song thing bother you at all, or?
Like you said, it doesn't really bother. Well, it bothers me a little bit because sometimes I'm like, I don't want to listen to a song for 9 minutes. But when I'm watching a video with it, like this, I like it. But definitely not something I'd have on a playlist. Yeah. Unless it was broken up into parts. Like,
yes. But exactly. See, now if it was like part 1 was 4 minutes and it had the first 3 guys, part 2 had the next 3. That would be something that, yeah, this is going on my playlist probably. But because 8 minutes, I mean, obviously the video added a few things. So take the little bits out and pieces out. It's probably around 8 to 750 area. And, you know, it's good. Like, but again, it's just like, the beat doesn't change at all, and it just, yeah, after a while I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would get tired of listening to it, and not because they didn't do a good job, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
job, but again, it's just these longer songs, not really for me. I'm just being honest. So,
Yeah.
and I definitely could understand why somebody would say, "Man, you're crazy. This is on my playlist, and I bump this every day." I get it. You know, just because that's not really my style doesn't mean I can't see why somebody would say, I listen to this song all the time.
Yeah.
I could totally get it. But for me, probably not going to make my playlist, but I do like this song. And if I was to do what Jake did for me and say, hey, you never listened to Tech9 and his crew, check this out, I would absolutely suggest this. I think this is a great opener to Tech9 and his group. So yeah, thumbs up for me for sure.
All right, guys. So you heard it here first. So this was a reaction / review of this song of Tech9, Strangulation, Cypher, and the Strange Music Artist. So without further ado, guys, as always, stay safe, keep your family safe and your friends and even yourself. And we'll see you guys in the next reaction. Until then, out.
See you guys.